Welcome. I'm your host, Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Podcast, presenting 7 ways why Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity shows you a better way. Robert with Cowboy Wisdom is introducing 7 ways why sovereign liberation liberates you from you. To understand, you rise out of your past through your here and now experiences. See, something I really started when I first got into self-help, personal growth, self-improvement is I was stuck in trying to heal the past. Yet it was my everyday life that was aggravating and instigating me, but I tried to heal the past instead of questioning and investigating and inquiring about my present moment experiences and what was going on in my life. So that's why I kept going to the past. I never got out of the past. So as I now understand, a rise of hypnoacuity, which is liberation, inspiration, and vision, with the aspiration of my adventurous audacity. It's 7 ways why introducing my 7 ways why podcast is expressing liberation, inspiration, wisdom, and clarity for everybody. But hypnoacuity is hypnotherapy that rises you out of being attached to therapy and overthinking about therapy. It opens a way for you to rise out of being a servant to your past. We're actually a servant to our comfort zone, our egotistical arrogance, know-it-all ignorance that keeps us locked and blocked in our comfort zone of limitations, barriers, and blockages. Something I really opened up to is everything in my life is here. This instigates it. This shows me it. This over here rises me out of it. I get to be I call it the Sherlock Holmes and Harry Houdini. My Sherlock Holmes investigates it, and my Harry Houdini unlocks the block of the closet of my control within myself. And see, something that I've really discovered is as we experience a creepy comfort zone of a creepy hole of control. See, we're trying to control everything. We're trying to hold it like a microscope, soft, and we're trying to maneuver it this way, and then this way, and then that way, then this way. And all we do is get in full of delusional dismay, thinking somebody did something to us. The more I rise to understand, the here and now liberates is fresh foresight. Everything I bring from thinking and knowing is an aggravated assault on myself. We're going to think and know our way to yesterday. And when you say you think and know and you go back, you get stuck in the past. And look at how the world is today. The world on the plane, in technology and stuff and medicine, we're way ahead. But are we ahead? See, that's the thing. We got to question everything. But we stay in yesterday, and what Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity about is inspiration, vision, and the here and now. You rise out of the past right here. Everything in your life is right here. So stop talking about the past that keeps your present moment experiences mirroring your past, and stop being a servant to your egotistical arrogance, know-it-all ignorance, your stubborn, hard-headed thinking, and everything you've always done, because everything we learned in the school system is from yesterday. And the school system, when you start understanding it, the school system taught negativity. And that's something I really expanded into, because the teacher wanted it her way or his way, and anything beyond that or different than that was automatically wrong. And then that teacher would throw a little snide remark in there for other kids to laugh at you. Then at recess, they made fun of you. That didn't happen to me. But now that I understand where I'm at, it's all burping BS. So if you stop being a servant to your insecurities and immaturity and all the crap that's just the rat-a-tat crap in you, and start communicating it away, you open up to communicate with your daily life, events, encounters, and experiences. That is something Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity is about communicating with your daily life. Listening, communicating, understanding people you meet on the street. Everything isn't by chance. Everything has a meeting miracle within it. Just because somebody's down and out, that doesn't mean they lack wisdom. Because a lot of things that happened into us, we were introduced. Well, my generation was started in the 60s. They introduced us to drugs and alcohol. And then as we grew up, alcohol and drugs become an addiction for people and families. The alcohol, drugs, and a set up system kind of destroyed the family in its own way. This is what Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity is about, is I liberate me from me. Something I heard about AA, they have a 12% success rate. But if you open up to sovereign liberation, autonomous expansion internally, politically incorrect inspiration dissolves the perfection programming and opens up to your listening to your wisdom grounded in Mother Earth's energy, comprehending what's going on in your life. If you take the word learn and learn out of your life and use the word comprehend, you ascend. This is something I've done for myself. And what I really am trying to express to people, I show people the way I rose out of my hard-headed, stubborn, selfishness. And I ain't saying I was the most selfish or the most hard-headed or the most stubborn, but I got first place. The more you can admit you're stubborn, selfish, and hard-headed, and you're stuck in yesterday, you liberate you from you. That's all you're really doing in all this self-help and all this stuff is that everybody's telling you, oh, you had to do this. All you're really doing is liberating you from you. That's what you're doing. And that's what Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity is about, is you liberating you and opening up to communicate within here and listen and communicate with your daily life without a know-it-all ignorance. You rise and shine and see the world. We've been taught, well, if you don't know it, you can't do it. Well, sometimes you understand what's going on. You expand through it with the greatest of ease. The only person in your life that is holding you back from experiencing anything you desire is you. Is you. Because I know it's me on this side. And I can hold myself back pretty well. But what I'm really starting to understand is the present moment is all I have. And whatever occurs out here in front of me today is to rise me out of yesterday. And it's my know-it-all, ignorant stubbornness that created most of my life havoc. And you know what I really like about admitting that? I liberate me from me. Sprees my spiritual prowess, realizing everyday elegance dances me through life, chauffeurs me down to my beaches of bountiful bliss. That's a key word, chauffeur. You never want to walk, you want to stroll to be chauffeured. How's that feel to be chauffeured? You get in your liberated limousine, you cruise down to the beaches of bountiful bliss, kissing the good life. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. It turns on your light, your dreamer's light, to liberate internal gumption, hellraiser, trailblazer frequencies of freedom within yourself. So you're not trying to get away from anything out here. You're trying to liberate in here. And the biggest challenge I did is I got into self-help personal growth. Man, I thought I was cruising, but I was bruising myself inside because they never used the words that allowed me to rise out of it. And what I'm talking about is my liberating lingo. You let go of change, heal, create, transformation, forgiveness, think, know, learn, and open up to arise, shine, and expand of my free flowing energies of inspiration, intuition, imagination, innovation. You cut off that thinking, memory, mind, and all the memories. So you think and know and try to change the memory instead of liberating and color the now and design and sculpt the now. You are the Picasso, the Michelangelo of your life, but we've always been taught, oh, we're going to change this. And then you get into the change, and then change never lets you out of the memory. That memory and forgiveness and all that keeps that memory alive. It may go calm down, but it stays alive. But if you open up to your intuition, imagination, innovation, and you calm that inner landscape down and you entertain the brain with some prime time rhymes or revolutionary hellraisers, pizzazz, magically energize yourself. And if you can calm that thinking memory mind, you unwind the bind that's inside yourself. And see, something else I never really have spoken about, but rhymes liberate you from you. And that's something, throw a few rhymes in there. And rhymes are like a lyric in a song. They take over the inner dialogue. And see, here's something else I really want people to know. The inner dialogue starts at the core, at your root. Actually, it can come up from Mother Earth, but you feel it come up here. And whatever that inner dialogue is, and somebody said, oh, you got to make it positive. You'll never make your inner dialogue positive. You can make it inspirational, but if you make it positive and you get up into here, and once it entertains the brain, it's over. Once it ordains the brain into yesterday, it stays. But if you can open up and listen for it, you can stop it and open it up to say no. And then you can energize, you can set the rhyme of your prime time trend setting imagination, magically energizing me to be free. See how them little words and rhymes really rise you out of it? That's what Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity is all about. Is rising you out of yesterday to enjoy today. And something else that I've got a class on is how does today mirror yesterday for you? Because you think you know from yesterday, so that makes today the same as yesterday. But if you can open up to listen, witness, and observe your day, you open up a daring audacity, yesing you're a blessing because you boldly listen, energizing, spirit savvy, invigorating, now born gumption. And you understand whatever's occurring here is to dissipate, is to communicate away the past and energize the here and now. It never matters how much we think we know and how much we know and think, because think and know is from yesterday. Listen, observe, and witness is here and now. Listen for the politically incorrect inspiration, dissolve the desperation of perfection programming. See, everybody wants to get into this self-help and wants people to be perfect. The more perfect you are, the more you're going to stay stuck in yesterday. But here's something I really understand. If I liberate my now, I naturally optimize wonder's curiosity to celebrate the unflappable, rebellious me. Something that I've expanded into. Troublemakers liberate the world. Followers and herdocracy and sheepocracy control the world with yesterday's stuff. How is the world thinking we're moving forward, but yet we're the same as we were yesterday. The more education you get up in the MBAs, the more stuck in limitations, because you think that's the way the world is. But down here in the real world, or where the blue collar or the electricians or the craftsmen live, that never works, because education is a limitation because it lacks intuition, imagination, and innovation. And the people that have the ego, and like MBAs, are egotistically arrogant, know-it-all ignorant, because they don't understand how to put things together with your hands. People that work with their hands and open up to wisdom. People that work on computers and in books are hooked and stuck in yesterday. And that makes that makes your inner landscape educated and not wise. People that work with their hands are wise. People that work in books are hooked in knowledge from yesterday. Something that Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity does, I never do life coaching. This is never life coaching. Because when you do life coaching, they're trying to make you fit into something. This is inspiration, wisdom, and liberation. Liberation is letting go internally, boldly energizing, rebellious audacity, trend-setting intuition, optimizing now. As you understand, whatever event out here is a liberating invitation, brightly energizing revelation, aggrandizing today's intuitive optimism, naturally rising of inspiration and wisdom. If you take the word heal and start using and expressing the word liberation, that's a simple sentence. I liberate me from me. Because that's all this self-help, personal growth, and all this stuff you're going through, all you're trying to do is liberate you from your subconscious mind frozen in time representation. And everything you think you did or something else, but really it's you liberating you from you. And I wish people, that's how simple this is. You don't need to go through all the muckety-muck and stuck in the suck of life. Because all that was a life-expanding experience that opened your conscious clarity, unleashing the rebellious hellraiser tenacity within yourself to show the world, I rise and shine and expand of my grandeur. This is what this Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity is about. It's about liberation, inspiration, and if you just take out all the think and know out of your life and use inspiration, and the inspiration of where your dreams or whatever you desire to experience, you'll soon rise out of it. And absolutely take the pain of change out of your life. Change, heal, create, transformation, forgiveness are they put you in an inner cell of hell from yesterday. There's pain and change. Expand is grand to understand. I unleash the now. Dawns, ever enterprising, rebellious, tenacity, appreciating now. Dawns, internal nirvana, galvanizing my world with health, wealth, and success. Because you're blessed. And see, we keep talking about, and stop talking about what happened or what your parents said. That's what this is all about. Liberation is start asking yourself, what were my parents trying to show me, but I was too stubborn to listen to? Pick me. I was there. Still am sometimes. But it really, liberation, inspiration, wisdom relaxes you, rises you out of everything to shine your spirit harmony, expanding onto your beaches of bountiful bliss. And what Cowboy Wisdom is about is pain management. It's about liberating your pain, and it's about giving you a liberating lingo that doesn't keep falling back into the crap and the flack that you give yourself internally. It's learning how to listen and communicate with your daily encounters, experiences, events, as inspiration dissolves politically correct perfection programming. And as you express your desired lifestyles and your accomplished outcomes through what you see in your daily life. But you rise out of the thinking, knowing, learning, knowledge, thoughts that energizes you to your thoughts of not that keep you going like this. It's just like a spin cycle in a washing machine. You never get out of the spin cycle. Something that Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity shows you is, I never teach people. I show people the way, and if they don't want it, that's fine. If this is for you, that's fine. If this is not for you, that's fine. The physical world is innocent. It is my self-taught torment from the education system, my parents, and the ridicule I got from other kids. All that is stuck inside me. But something I really want you to understand is you think you know your way to yesterday. And then you're thinking and knowing manipulates you into everything is against you. And see, that's something I rose up to. There is nothing against me in the world. It's showing me my stubborn blocks and hard-headed blocks. That's what Cowboy Wisdom does. It allows you to learn how to question, investigate, and listen to it, and question your way to the promised land. And you rise out of the thinking, knowing, manipulation of indoctrinated education and thinking business and education is going to rise the world out of where it's at. Actually, the business and education of the world is taking the world this way. People's intuition, imagination, innovation is going to rise the world out of this. And something else, Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity is introducing 7 ways why sovereign liberation liberates your here and now to avow you're an adventurous vanguard, optimistic wanderers, wizardry, giving you permission to rise out of your current lifestyle by understanding, listening, inspiration, questions, and showing you my liberating lingo of expand, energize, enterprise, and experience your fluid outcome with wisdom, insight, and clarity to rise out of the manipulation of change, heal, create, transformation, forgiveness, self-help, personal growth, and self-improvement. To understand, you think and know your way to yesterday. As I listen for my free-flowing inspiration, question, understand, and comprehend my wise revelations to illuminate your pathways of enlightenment. And something I really want to express, you're enlightened right here. As you go forward, you're polishing it. And you rise out of mindfulness. When you got a mind full, you got a mind full of mess. And when you got a featureless canvas, you can color, design, and paint and sculpt your desired lifestyle on your third eye movie screen and play that movie every day. And Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity rises you out of the worrying and overthinking and stressing out about whatever's going on inside you, to stop being a servant to your egotistical arrogance, know-it-all ignorance, past stubbornness, as you give yourself permission to be liberated. I want to thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity. And sovereign liberation and everything I'm talking about is the way I expanded me out of my yesterdays to enjoy today my way. So if you're willing and open to understand hypnoacuity is hypnotherapy that rises you out of the stress of therapy, you'll enjoy your life. I'm going to show you the way I expanded my life, but what really is you speak your dreams, desired lifestyle through you into your daily life, and you listen to the earth's airwaves and the people and everything for words or whatever rises you up to your liminal carpet glide. But you rise out of the past and present moment. Anyway, I want to thank you, and may your life be as blessed as you are a blessing to me and the world.